Tykisha's journey as a plus-size model in the United States is a story of resilience, empowerment, and breaking down barriers in an industry long dominated by rigid beauty standards. Born and raised in a society where thinness is often celebrated and larger bodies are marginalized, Tykisha's rise to prominence as a model is both a testament to her strength and a reflection of the broader societal shift towards body positivity and inclusivity. Tykisha grew up in a typical American household where media and culture often showcased narrow definitions of beauty. From a young age, she understood that her body type did not align with the conventional images of beauty she saw on television, in magazines, or even in the fashion industry. Despite this, she developed a deep sense of self-worth, thanks to a supportive family that encouraged her to embrace her natural beauty. Her upbringing was marked by strong family values, and she was often reminded that beauty is not defined by size, but by confidence, personality, and how one treats others. During her teenage years, Tykisha faced the common challenges that many plus-size women encounter, including societal pressure to conform to unrealistic standards. She often struggled with self-acceptance and body image, especially as she navigated high school, where appearance can heavily influence social standing and self-esteem. Yet, rather than succumbing to the negative messages around her, Tykisha found inspiration in the growing body positivity movement. She began to follow and draw strength from women who, like her, were challenging societal norms and embracing their curves unapologetically. Her decision to pursue modeling came at a time when the fashion industry was slowly starting to recognize the importance of diversity. Though still an uphill battle, the rise of social media allowed Tykisha and other plus-size models to build platforms that reached wide audiences without the need for traditional gatekeepers like modeling agencies or fashion magazines. She began posting photos of herself on platforms like Instagram, where her confidence, style, and bold personality quickly garnered attention. Tykisha's posts were not just about fashion, but also about empowerment. She used her platform to speak out about the importance of self-love, mental health, and challenging the stereotypes surrounding plus-size women. Her message resonated with many, especially women who saw themselves in her and were looking for representation in a world that often ignores them. As her following grew, so did her opportunities. Breaking into the modeling industry as a plus-size model is not without its challenges. Tykisha faced rejection from agencies that claimed to be looking for all types of beauty but often hesitated to sign plus-size women. She encountered brands that were reluctant to feature plus-size models in their campaigns, afraid that it would hurt their image or alienate their traditional customer base. But Tykisha was determined to change the narrative. She worked hard to hone her craft, studying posing, working on her fitness, and making sure that she was not only beautiful but also healthy and strong. Eventually, her persistence paid off. She started landing modeling gigs with small, independent brands that were eager to push the boundaries of fashion. Her work with these brands allowed her to showcase her range as a model, from high-fashion editorial shoots to commercial campaigns for clothing lines. As her portfolio grew, so did her credibility in the industry. She was soon signed by a modeling agency that valued her talent and saw her potential to be a role model for others. Tykisha's career continued to rise as she began to work with larger, more mainstream brands that were finally beginning to embrace the plus-size market. Retailers and designers alike were recognizing that there was a huge demand for fashion that catered to all body types, not just the thin and traditionally beautiful. Tykisha became one of the faces of this movement, helping to redefine beauty standards in the fashion industry. Her work in campaigns for clothing lines that catered to plus-size women sent a powerful message: beauty is diverse, and fashion should be inclusive. Beyond her work as a model, Tykisha became an advocate for body positivity and self-acceptance. She began speaking at events, participating in panels, and using her platform to promote mental health awareness, especially around issues like eating disorders and depression, which disproportionately affect plus-size individuals. Tykisha understood that her role as a model went beyond just looking good in front of the camera. She was also a representative of a much larger community that had long been marginalized. As her career blossomed, Tykisha remained humble and grounded. She continued to use her platform to uplift others and highlight the importance of diversity in fashion and beyond. She collaborated with other body-positive influencers, plus-size models, and activists to create a supportive community that celebrated all forms of beauty. Tykisha's story resonated with people because it was authentic. She was not afraid to show her vulnerability, to share her struggles, and to speak out against the injustices that plus-size women still face. Despite the strides made in the fashion industry, Tykisha knows that there is still much work to be done. The fight for inclusivity is ongoing, and she remains committed to using her influence to push for change. She hopes to inspire the next generation of models, especially young girls who may not see themselves represented in mainstream media, to embrace their bodies and pursue their dreams, regardless of what society tells them. Tykisha's success as a plus-size model is not just about her personal achievements, it is part of a larger movement that is transforming the way we think about beauty, fashion, and self-worth. Her story is one of perseverance, empowerment, and a refusal to be confined by outdated standards. As she continues to break down barriers and challenge the status quo, Tykisha remains a powerful voice in the fight for body positivity and inclusivity, proving that beauty truly comes in all shapes and sizes. Her influence reaches far beyond the fashion world. Tykisha's advocacy for mental health and self-love has sparked important conversations about the way society views and treats plus-size individuals. She has partnered with organizations dedicated to promoting mental well-being, recognizing that body image issues can take a significant toll on mental health. Her message is clear: self-love is not just about accepting your body, it's about taking care of your mind, embracing your whole self, and recognizing your worth beyond physical appearance. Tykisha has also been a part of several campaigns aimed at combating size discrimination, both in the workplace and in public life. She recognizes that while the fashion industry has made strides, there are still deep-rooted biases that affect plus-size individuals in everyday life, from being judged in social situations to facing barriers in professional settings. Through her work, she seeks to challenge these biases and advocate for a more inclusive and accepting society. As a mentor to young models, Tykisha often shares her experiences with those just starting in the industry. She emphasizes the importance of resilience and self-belief, encouraging aspiring models to stay true to themselves even when faced with rejection or criticism. She reminds them that the modeling world is evolving, and there is a growing space for all kinds of beauty. Her advice is practical but also deeply personal, as she understands the unique challenges that come with being a plus-size model in an industry that has historically been narrow in its vision of beauty. Tykisha's work as a model and advocate has not gone unnoticed. She has been featured in numerous magazines, both for her modeling work and her activism. Publications have praised her for being a trailblazer in the plus-size modeling world and for using her platform to advocate for change. She has appeared on talk shows and in documentaries that explore the body positivity movement, sharing her insights and experiences with a wider audience. Through all of her success, Tykisha remains committed to her original mission, to change the way society views beauty and to ensure that plus-size individuals are treated with the respect and dignity they deserve. She understands that her work is far from over, but she is proud of the progress that has been made and hopeful for the future. She continues to model, advocate, and mentor, always with the goal of making the world a more inclusive and accepting place. Tykisha's story is one of triumph over adversity, of standing tall in the face of societal pressure, and of using her platform to advocate for others. She is not just a model, she is a role model for countless individuals who have been told they are not enough because of their size. Through her work, Tykisha proves that beauty is not confined to a single size or shape. It is found in confidence, in self-love, and in the courage to break down barriers and challenge the status quo. As she continues her journey, Tykisha remains a powerful force for change, inspiring others to embrace their true selves and to celebrate beauty in all its forms. As Tykisha continues her impactful career, she remains dedicated to broadening the definition of beauty, ensuring that future generations can see themselves reflected in fashion and media. She understands that her influence reaches beyond aesthetics. It's about shifting mindsets, advocating for diversity, and inspiring self-confidence in others. With each new campaign, collaboration, and appearance, she strengthens her commitment to creating an industry that embraces all body types. Tykisha's legacy is one of empowerment and transformation, showing the world that true beauty lies in authenticity, strength, and the courage to stand boldly in one's own skin.